welcome to Fire Service in Focus series. We thank God for yet another Monday where we bring you this live coverage of our program that borders on fire service. Today we are fortunate enough to be alive, and there is this important topic that would want to engage you. So we want you to stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Don't tune out of the Fire Service TV. If you're also joining us on any of our socials, the handle is at GNFS Official. Today we'll be discussing one important topic that many of you, especially job seekers out there, have been asking us. When are you doing recruitment? Is the application forms out? These are the many questions that we have received over the period, and therefore we would want to delve deep. Why is it that people get scammed? Why should it be that if you are looking for an employment opportunity, especially with the fire service, you would have to pay monies to people before you are recruited into the system? What is our recruitment processes? We are going to delve deep into this and many of your mind-blowing questions pertaining to our recruitment processes. So therefore, we would want you to stay with us. We will take a short break. When we come, I will take the opportunity to introduce our guest, and then we'll start off with a discussion. Because it's going to be an interactive section, we'll announce the phone lines pretty quickly so that you can also share with us your experience as far as trying to apply to get recruited or enlisted into the fire service is concerned. Your experience as to whether somebody has taken money from you and what ensued thereafter. Please do not go anywhere. Thank you for joining us. This is Fire Service in Focus series.
I came across power safety technology. So I introduced that into our residents, who are more than 4,000. And over the period, they have testified how power safety technology have saved them when the need arises.
Power safety. Safety is our hallmark.
This is Fire Service in Focus series, and I am your host, DO3 Desmond Aka. And today we are fortunate to have in the studios, this is the Fire Service Studio B, and we are fortunate to have our Director Public Relations, who is going to help us digest the topic recruitment scam in the fire service. Have you been scammed before? Has anybody collected your money to recruit you into the fire service? How is the fire service recruitment processes? And then many others that we'll be looking at. Sir, good afternoon and welcome to Fire Service TV.
My pleasure.
Yes, we want to appreciate you for always making time to join us to delve into the many topics that kind of bother many of the teeming youth who are searching for employment. And today we'll be looking at recruitment into the Ghana National Fire Service. We've received a lot of complaints from a section of the public, especially those job seekers who sometimes back applied for job in Ghana National Fire Service. Along the line, people felt they were not given the opportunity to be enlisted or recruited into the system, and therefore found it expedient to pay monies to other unknown individuals to get them into the system. First of all, if I may ask, has any of these issues about recruitment fraud come to your attention?
Well, thank you very much. I think on daily basis, we receive a lot of these recruitment scams. What the public will have to do is that we have our official channels, and therefore if we are doing any recruitment, we'll publish these recruitment notices on all of our official channels, and we'll do an official one as well in the national dailies. So if the fire service is going to recruit today, we'll publish in the Daily Graphic and in the Ghanaian Times. And because we have a website, we also publish it there, and we have thriving social media platforms that we also publish. And I'm happy you announced that our official channels are at GNFS Official. If you go to the search bar and you type at GNFS Official, it will take you to our official sites on any of the social media platforms. If you don't see at GNFS Official, then please, whichever platform you are on is not the official channel for the Ghana National Fire Service.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. So once there have been some reports to your outfit concerning people being scammed about this recruitment, what processes has the service or management put in place to curtail this? Because you earlier on indicated that our official channels of communication on the internet has been our website and as well as our socials. And you indicated that to get the correct fire service social, be it Facebook, TikTok or what have you, you need to just type in the search bar at GNFS Official. So the question here is, if this information has gotten to your office, what has management done over the period to curtail some of these incidents of fraud?
You see, we have done our part and will continue to do our part by educating the public that if we are going to recruit today, there will be an advertisement for everybody to see and know the processes and procedures. However, people think we are not telling them the truth, and therefore those who are also social media savvy create their own pages semblance to the page of the Ghana National Fire Service, and they put it there that if you need help, we are doing what we call protocol recruitment, and people go and pay money there. Now, what we have been telling them is that if you want recruitment into the Ghana National Fire Service, you don't pay money to faceless people. The money that you pay to the fire service must be receipted, and therefore, if anybody takes money from you without a receipt, then that person is defrauding you. Once again, if you are applying to the Ghana National Fire Service, you buy
Application form,
a coupon. That coupon is what you use to purchase your application form online, and you can only get the application form from our webpage or website, which is the Ghana National Fire Service website, and it's www.gnfs.gov.gh, www.gnfs.gov.gh. Please, this is the only place that you can log in to buy an application form. If you log into any other page, note that somebody is defrauding you. If you don't get to the fire service website, then somebody is lurking somewhere to take your money. And as at the last time we did recruitment, every applicant paid 100 cedis. 100 cedis. So you bought that coupon or ticket from any commercial bank or post office. As at the time, the sources of purchase may change because we have not been given the go-ahead to do any recruitment yet. Therefore, we have not even decided how much you are going to buy the form and the locations you are going to buy the coupon.
So
and
please,
so,
not to cut you, but we'll continue with the conversation. If you are just joining us, this is live telecast of the Fire Service in Focus series on your #1 TV channel, Fire Service TV. We are coming to you live from the Studio B of the Ghana National Fire Service TV here in Accra. We are also live on our various socials at GNFS Official. So if you want to join us on Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, TikTok, and then Fire Service TV online, radio online, you can also do so by logging in. What we are discussing is recruitment scam. We've had a lot of complaints from especially the youth, those who are searching for employment, the opportunity to work with Ghana National Fire Service, that some of you have fallen victims to this scam on the internet, especially on Facebook and other platforms as well. Today, we are bringing or letting you understand our recruitment processes, and therefore, we also want to hear from you. So, the telephone numbers to use to get your comment or to call in to share your experience with us is 050-960-8744. You can also send your messages via this same number on WhatsApp, and it will get to us for us to also respond or to attend to your questions or comments or suggestions as well. I announce the number again. The number to call into the program is 050-960-8744. 050-960-8744. Wherever you are watching us, please do call us and then let us know your concerns, your questions regarding our recruitment processes. Sir, you were telling us that as part of the process, you need to buy the voucher,
sure,
or the coupon from an accredited source, either the banks or the post office. And then after buying, there is a code that you would have to use the code to log in into our website, of which you indicated as www.gnfs.gov.gh. That is our official website. So if you are not logging in using that link or site, it means that you are going to be shortchanged at the end of the day. And then you also indicated that after you have logged in with your details, you'll be given a message as to whether you qualify for the next stage or otherwise. And you reiterated the fact that this year we've not been given any quota to kind of begin any recruitment process. So for those of you who've been asking us that when are you selling forms, when are you opening your recruitment portal for us to kind of get the forms or voucher to apply, this is the question that you would have to pay attention to so that it is answered clearly. So, sir, what goes into this protocol recruitment? Because that is what is making people pay this kind of money. Do you have to pay any money when it comes to getting recruited by protocol means?
So let me answer you straight. As far as I know and I am concerned, there is nothing called protocol recruitment. There is nothing in the fire service called protocol recruitment. Therefore, if you see any page online, whether being it Facebook or whatever it is, it does not come from the Ghana National Fire Service. It is somebody who is hiding somewhere to defraud you. Therefore, don't be deceived by anybody that he or she is doing protocol recruitment online. It is never done in the Ghana National Fire Service. But let me reiterate that if you want to transact any recruitment processes with the Ghana National Fire Service, the only place you can go and get recruitment is on our website at www.gnfs.gov.gh. The gov is gov.gh. That is our official website where you can get whatever processes that we have begun into place. If you go to any other site, please, somebody will defraud you. And when it happens that way, do not come and report to me, because if you come, there is very little I can do to help you.
All right, sir. So, viewers, as you rightly heard from the Director of Public Relations, there is nothing like protocol recruitment. There is nothing like protocol recruitment. So please take note. If you want protocol recruitment, we in fire service do not engage in that. And therefore, when you go onto any site to pay any monies to anybody, any faceless person or entity, know that you are dealing with the wrong person, and at the end of the day you will be scammed. There is some form of notice that we put out there, periodically put out there, just to remind the teaming youths who are in search for employment opportunity with the Ghana National Fire Service. But many a times people see, they watch this notice or video, but they pay little attention to that, owing to the fact that there has been instances where no application forms were sold out there, but they realized that people were being recruited. Can you throw more light on that process as well?
Right. I think the year 2000, we did the recruitment, and there were backlog during the year. 2021? 2021, exactly.
All right.
2021, we did a recruitment, and there was a backlog. So 2022 and 2023, those backlogs were cleared. You know, as at the time, the Ghana National Fire Service was given 2,000 recruitment places to fill, but we had only one training school, and it is the same training school that we use for internal courses, what we call in-service training for personnel. And therefore, we could not exhaust all the 2,000 spots given to us within 1 year. It took us 2-3 years before we were able to complete all. So you realize that these people were sent on attachment at our various stations. So it was those people who were sent to the training school in batches until we completed all the 2,000 places that were allotted to the service. And so if you are not aware, you think that, oh, people are on training, therefore new people have been recruited. No, all of them were recruited in 2021, but because of unavailability of training facilities at the time, we had to stagger the training for them. So a batch will go for 3 months. When they complete, another batch will go. And the training school, mind you, takes about 400 people. So if it is 400, then we have to have about 5 batches before we could complete the number. And out of this number, we also had cadets in that number. The cadets, they don't go for training for the 3 months. They go for a minimum of 4 to 6 months. And so if you have a cadet group, then it means they are taking about half a year to complete their training program. So this is what happened within that particular time, that people thought we were doing new recruitment, and therefore by the time they hear, oh, recruits are passing out from the Fire Service Academy and Training School. No, it was not so. All those people were recruited in 2021. Just that we lacked training facilities, and so they had to go in batches.
Well, viewers, as you have rightly heard, the service had to take a decision. And the decision was that because we lacked the training facilities to recruit all the 2,000 at a go, they had to stagger and then divide them into batches. So if you saw people being recruited every now and then, it did not mean that people were given this protocol opportunity, and therefore warrants that you go and pay money to people. So please, just take note. Please, we still want to hear from you. The number to call is on your screen. You can send us your WhatsApp message, or better still, can call us now. The phone lines have been activated. Let us know where you are joining us from. Please, when you call, just lower the volume of your TV set and then go straight, mention your name, tell us where you are watching us from, and then ask your question. And then our director is here to help you get the correct or appropriate answer, so as you would be at peace. Let me take the opportunity to announce the number again. 050-960-8744. 050-960-8744. So, sir, you were saying that because we did not have enough training facilities, currently we have Wungu and then Dria and Kwanta coming on board. Does it mean that this time round, assuming we are given any quota, we'll be able to train the specific number maybe at a faster rate and at a go, looking at the training facilities that we have on board now?
Right, so now we have 3 training schools, and if each of them is taking, let's say, 450, or let me even come to an average of 400, it means at a go we can train 1,200. And so if we are fortunate to be given another 2,000 this year, then it means majority of them can go for the training and pass out at the same time, and then the remaining 800 can be distributed to 2 of the 3 schools. And so in that case we'll have two batches. One of them will graduate or pass out at the same time from each of the schools, and the next one, the 2 other schools will pass them out. And so this is how it's going to be if we are fortunate enough to have the number that we had the other time. And so instead of taking us 3 years to train them, this time it will take us 1 year to complete all the training for all the 2,000 if we should be given the same number.
Okay, thank you, sir. Viewers, as you've been listening, we are delving into recruitment fraud into the Ghana National Fire Service. We have seen a lot of these fraudulent pages, especially on Facebook, who are calling for e-recruitment in one way or the other, asking people to pay money for protocol recruitment. If you were with us, you have known that Fire Service, we don't do any e-protocol recruitment, and therefore if you engage any faceless individual on the internet or on Facebook or any of the social media, it means that you will be throwing your money away. Sir, has it also come into your domain that some fire officers also engage in this, and what has been the repercussion over the period?
Right, so a few official reports have come, and when they come, they are dealt with. I know of one senior officer who is on interdiction as a result of involving himself in this type of practices. And so as and when official reports are made, they are dealt with. You see, the fire service institution is a very noble institution where you have only those who have very good character to work in their service. In Ghana, for instance, and because we are dealing with the Ghana National Fire Service, let me use the Ghana National Fire Service. The laws with which we operate with, we are the only institution in Ghana that we are empowered to enter into any premises with or without the consent of the owner of that premises. So if there is an emergency in your home and you are not there, the law allows us to enter to do what is appropriate to ensure that the emergency is brought under control. And it is only the Ghana National Fire Service that has this power. We don't need any court order to do this. And therefore, people that work in the fire service must be people with integrity. And so if you are found to be involved in issues like this, the system quickly deals with you. Because if you go around taking people's money, what will happen if you enter into somebody's room and the person is not there, you find some money there? It means you will steal the money. And therefore, when issues of this nature is reported, management does not sit on it at all. We quickly establish a committee as per our rules. And whatever the committee submits is implemented to the letter. And therefore, when issues of this nature is reported, we don't delay with it at all. We quickly deal with it and ensure that whoever is found guilty is dealt with accordingly.
Thank you, sir.
And let me add that the punishment that is attached to these things goes from suspension to interdiction to total dismissal. And so it is grievous.
Wow. So if you are a serving officer who has the penchant of collecting money in the name of recruiting individuals into the service, you must be careful. Because once it gets into management's attention, it means that either you're going to be suspended, you're going to be sacked, and then you are also going to face some other serious sanctions. So if I were you, I wouldn't even dare to go into that tangent. Production team, if you can help us with that footage where periodically we play on our TV as well as our socials, just to sound a word of caution to the general public not to fall victim. But yet, they don't give us the attention, but go ahead to pay monies to other people. Can we have that footage?
Management of the Ghana National Fire Service, GNFS, says they have taken notice of rumors circulating in the public domain, especially on some social media platforms, about recruitment of new applicants. The service is therefore encouraging the public to disregard such rumors and publications circulating in the public domain. A statement signed by the Director of Public Relations, ACFO Timothy Efum, says the service has completed the 2021-2022 general recruitment exercise and successful candidates are being trained in batches at the Fire Academy and Training School. It says anyone who pays any money to any group or persons or to any individual for recruitment does so at his or her own risk.
Welcome back. We thank you for sticking and staying with us to digest the important topic which culminates into recruitment fraud into the Ghana National Fire Service. Director, sir, I may want to find out further, why is it that when we periodically put out this message or this footage out there, people feel no, they are telling us lies. They are not letting us into the truth. but would go ahead to pay monies to people and later regret and come and report to us?
What I have realized is that because people are eagerly looking for job opportunities, they don't heed to advice when you give it to them. It is only when they realize that somebody has defrauded them, then they come forward to see if there is any help that can come from us. Again and again, people keep trooping in here. You advise them that we are not doing recruitment. When the time is due, it will be published for you to apply. They go out there and people tell them, oh, me, I have gone to apply and they took me this amount of money and it is genuine. So they are also forced to go and do that. Maybe the person who is telling you this is part of the cartel that is defrauding people, and they will tell you very nice stories. Then people will also rush in to go and pay. Sometimes people just take the capital that the mother is using for trading, go and throw it away. Throwing it away because you go and give it to a faceless person you can't even identify if the person is standing by you. And once you finish the payment, you will not hear of the person again, and that is the end. It means you have quenched the fire of the home. It is your mommy that goes and comes for you to eat. The small money that he turns around for you to get your daily meal, you have gone to give it to someone that you cannot even trace. And so we advise that in as much as, yes, you need the job, wait for the opportune time. If the time is right, we will publish for the whole Ghana to see that we are recruiting. Once we are not doing that, please and please do not part with money to anybody, whether you can see the person or the person is faceless. Because when it happens that way, the person is in no position to help you. You see, the system that we are running is such that your name must appear in the system. If your name doesn't appear in the system, there is no way anybody can help you along the line. No. So stop paying monies to people, and by so doing, putting the whole family into jeopardy.
Thank you, sir. If you are now joining us, this is a live telecast of the Fire Service in Focus series. Today we are looking at recruitment fraud. People paying money, people being duped with the promise that they will be recruited into the service. As already indicated, there is nothing like protocol recruitment into the Ghana National Fire Service, and therefore the public is urged not to pay money to any individual to get you recruited or enlisted into this noble service. We want to inform our cherished viewers that the phone lines have been activated and it can be rightly found on your screen, and the number is 050-960-8744. 050-960-8744. Kindly call us, let us know your experience if you've gone through such a hectic time paying money to any faceless individual and the ordeal you had to go through, and at the end of the day you were not even recruited into the system. Let us know. If you also were fortunate to also get in, let us know, so that management can put in better measures to ensure that recruitment fraud becomes a thing of the past. Sir, my other question is that many a times we find people asking that, oh, fire service, we've heard that people are going on training or going for training. So it means that you are selling forms. Even when you respond to them on social media or when they call and then you tell them, they still have doubts. What is causing all this?
So, like I indicated, It is all because of the 2021 recruitment that we embarked on. That I have already explained that because of lack of training facilities, we had to put them into groups and batches to ensure that the training was carried out successfully. You see, it took a very long time, 3 years. And so people see, how can you do recruitment in 2001 and still be training people in 2023? It creates some form of doubt in their minds. And so that is what has caused this problem. But I don't even think it has to do with the fire service. Because if it took the fire service 3 years to do this, why is it that they were also not listening when it comes to immigration, when it comes to the prison service, etc., etc.? And so I think it is the frustration that the youth is facing as a result of inadequate opportunities in the country. They are bent on ensuring that they also get enlisted or recruited for them to also be called officers. And it is as a result of this frustration that when you tell them anything, they don't trust. And it is only when they have parted with the money and they can't trace whoever took the money that they come to realize that they should have listened.
Thank you, sir. So the key words here are: do not get frustrated. We know that things are a bit tough in securing job opportunities in the country, but it does not mean that you should find ways and means to pay monies to a faceless individual who will get you nowhere. So, sir, this brings us to the fall that what then are the processes? Kindly help us to understand what is the first stage, what is the second stage. Are we required to pay monies during each of the phases? And then if we are required to pay monies, how should we go about it? And then also, if there is any credible information, where are we supposed to look out for in terms of getting the correct information? Because the accusation is that we say that we'll put the information on our Facebook or other social media and platform, and the people ask us, why is it that your pages are not verified? If they are not verified, it means that they can be cloned, and if they are cloned, it means that a lot of these fraudulent activities can go on. So please take us through the steps. Then afterwards, we'll look at the verification of the process.
Right. So the first phase is to, if we should start, the first phase will be to buy the voucher. Once you buy the voucher, you go online, log into the GNFS website. That is www.gnfs.gov.gh. Once you log in there, then you go ahead to do your recruitment. You will see purchasing or buying of forms. Once you click on that knob, the drop down will come. Then you click on recruitment. Once you click on recruitment, there is a page that will appear. Then you fill the forms that appear on that page. Whatever information is asked, make sure you fill with the accurate information. Once you fill and submit, then the system itself will tell you whether you qualify for the next stage or not. And there will be a printout for you to print. And it is this printout that you use for the next phase or stage of the recruitment process. So the first phase is to buy the voucher. Then you use the voucher to log into the Ghana National Fire Service website, fill the form, and then the printout. That is phase 1 or stage 1. Now stage 2, you go to any of the regional headquarters. As part of the information you give, you indicate where you want to proceed with the second phase of the recruitment process. And so if, for instance, you choose Accra, then the form or the printout that you printed, you will send it to the Accra training center, where you continue with the second phase. The second phase, you indicated that maybe you are a graduate. You did forensic science, and so you submit that forensic science certificate from UCC or wherever you got your certificate from. So this will be inspected. There will be also a body selection that will look out for certain things. And so once your certificate is verified, your body selection, you qualify, you go through the height requirements, then you do what we call examination. The last phase for the second stage is that you write an exams. So the exams will be marked thoroughly, and then those who qualify will be invited. So the second stage ends when you do the written exams. You write the exams. Once you finish with the exams, that marks the end of the second stage of the recruitment process. Now, once the exam is marked, those who passed will be contacted. If you are contacted, then it means you are entering into the third and final phase. The third and final phase is medical examination, where you will be asked to go to a specific medical facility to conduct medical examination of yourself. Then the results or the medical report is given to the fire service. And so those who pass the medical examination are then called to receive their appointment letters specifying what you are to bring for the training, what you are supposed to do and what not to do. And so the last stage is the medical examination for the recruitment processes. Then the final of final is when you report to the training school to start your training program. Now, at the training school, until you pass out, sometimes you may even be working for 1 year, whilst we conduct further investigation about, let's say, your certificate. You indicated that you are Kwadwo Menu and you have a degree, and so we find out whether indeed you are Kwadwo Menu and indeed you have completed a university course here in Ghana or outside Ghana, because whatever certificate you submit, we do further scrutiny of that certificate to ensure that you are the owner or holder of that particular certificate. Once that is done, then you are free, and then you graduate or pass out as an officer of the Ghana National Fire Service.
Thank you so much, sir. Viewers, as you've heard from Director Public Relations, the processes are a bit far-reaching, but they are not cumbersome at all. You first of all have to purchase your voucher, fill in on the website that he indicated, www.gnfs.gov.gh, and then you complete your details. Once your details have been completed and you are successful, a printout will be given so that you can advance to the second phase, which deals with the body selection, that is the height, documentations, and what have you. Once you are also done, you go through the examination. After you are successful with the examination, then you do your medicals. So, sir, are you required, is an applicant required to pay any money in between? Let's say if you are going for body selection, after buying the e-voucher, are you required to pay monies in between till you go to the training school finally?
Yes, so apart from the initial payment you make, that is the 100 cedis as at the last time we did the recruitment. This time I don't know whether it will still remain the 100 or it will go up. Once you made that payment, you are not supposed to make any other payment until the final phase, that is the medical. So you pay the medical facility the cost for conducting the medical examination on you, and as and when we get there, if we should start the recruitment, then those who qualify will be informed how much is going to cost them for the medical examination. That one, fire service is not going to pay for you. It is your own medical examination you are going to do. So it is just like going to the hospital for laboratory tests, etc., etc. So that one you will have to pay, and fire service don't want to be part of that.
All right, sir. We saw something during the last major recruitment that you did, especially during the 2021-2022 thereabout, where a lot of people were denied the opportunity because of their height. So this time round, are we going to see similar trend where, depending on the qualification of the individual, if the person has not gotten to the recommended height as being spelled out, they are going to be denied the opportunity, because there are certain functions of the fire service that we know does not necessarily connote or demand for somebody to attain a certain height.
Right, thank you. I think if we should do the next recruitment, there will be two categories. If you are applying for general recruit, that one you have to meet all the requirements. Then we will have specialized recruitment process, and that one, as the name goes, it means you must have special qualification or skills for you to go without the height requirement. And so we'll look at them in two ways. If, for instance, we need a lawyer, and you are a qualified lawyer, and just because you are short doesn't mean we should let you go. In that way, we set aside the standard of meeting a certain height, and then recruit you into the service. So depending on the skill that you have, either you are a tradesman or you have a special qualification. For example, you may be a doctor. Then, because of your specialization as a doctor, medical doctor, we can forgo the height requirement and then recruit you.
Viewers, this is Fire Service in Focus series, and today we are delving into the this particular topic that is of concern to job seekers, especially in this country, that is recruitment fraud, where people have to pay monies to others for no kind of recruitment at the end of the day. The phone lines have been activated, and the number to call is 050 960 8744. 050 960 8744. Let us have your comments, let us have your questions, and then we'll be glad to address them. Please, we would very much be grateful if you can join us live so that we can hear you and then address your comments. And then we would also encourage those of you who also join us later on to also send in your queries and then your comments as well, so that we can attend to them for you. Sir, you earlier on indicated that some fire officers who were involved were interdicted, others were even sacked and all that. What different thing is management going to put in place so that this time round, when fire officers who go about defrauding people, asking people to pay them monies to get them recruited into the service, come up, officially or unofficially come up? What different measures is management putting in place to curtail that? Because we have heard one too many. Many a times where people come here to complain that this officer or this personnel has duped us to a tune of so much. What is management going to do to curtail this kind of issue?
So I will start from the general public who are looking for opportunities to join the fire service. You see, the fact that someone is wearing the uniform does not mean the person is in a position to help you. And so you who is looking for a job opportunity in the fire service should not in the first place pay monies to any fire service official. Once you do that, you are calling for whatever, because the bribe taker is, the bribe giver is equally as guilty as the bribe taker. And so you who is giving somebody money to influence him to help you is guilty first before the officer. Now what we are going to do different, we are not going to do anything different because our rules have not changed. We work with rules and regulations. The regulation indicates that when something happens, an inquiry board should be established. And that is why we always establish a board, so that we go by what the law says. Because if you don't do that and the person feels aggrieved, he can take you to court and the court can set aside all that you have done. But once you follow the rules and the person goes to court, the court will find out whether the rules were followed. Once the rules were followed, the court will check whether the person was given the right judgment based on the rules that we play with. So we are also very careful not to do anything beyond what our regulations stipulate, so that anybody can use the law courts to extricate himself.
Thank you, sir. This is Fire Service in Focus series. We are coming to you live from the Studios B of the Fire Service TV here in Accra. And today we are privileged to go through the topic which has been bothering so many of you out there, especially the job seekers, and the topic is recruitment fraud. Have you been a victim of somebody taking money from you and helping you to secure a job for you in especially Ghana National Fire Service? As you've heard from the Director of Public Relations, it is never so. We don't take money before we employ people, and there is nothing like protocol recruitment which require the payment of fees or any amount of money. So please, if you want to be enlisted or recruited into the service, do not even think of that. Sir, we'll take a short break. When we come, we would activate the phone lines. Already the phone lines have been activated, just that your calls are not coming in. We want you to send in your comments. When we come, we'll just go through your comments, your questions here on Facebook, and afterwards we will take the final thoughts of the Director PR, and then we'll call it a day.
I came across power safety technology. So I introduced that into our residents, who are more than 4,000. And over the period, they have testified how power safety technology have saved them when the need arises.
Power safety. Safety is our hallmark.
Welcome back. We thank you so much for joining us up to this time. Quickly, I'll run through your comments and your questions on the Facebook portal, and then afterwards I'll ask the Director PR to give us his final words. This is from Hatim Salau and Judy Yaira Ajadi. He says they are watching us live. Thank you for joining us on Facebook. Pebu, today's topic is about scam. Refrain from this activity before you are caught. This is a humble suggestion from Pebu. And then IB Anas says, beware of scammers. Thank you, IB Anas. Saman Ousu Aye Mantivans, he says, thank you for the information. Fila Elembele also says, please, so when are you starting selling forms? Oh, Fila, we have been saying that when we are ready, we will advertise in the daily newspapers and everybody will get to know, so that the right processes, you go through the right processes to get recruited or enlisted into the service. Prince Ofori Boateng, yes, yes, that's my bosses. Yes, thank you so much. Pascal also say, God richly bless you, Director Public Relations. Thank you, Pascal. Kelly Brown, one firefighter has taken my money that he would give me a slot. He is a fireman at home, so please, what do I do? Yes, this is a very important call. We are going to give you a number which is going to be a hotline where you can call anytime between 8 and 4 p.m. Weekdays, that is the working hours, so that whatever complaint that you have about recruitment fraud, you can report and the necessary action would be taken. And the number is 0299 341 436. The number to call to complain about any recruitment fraud is 0299 341 436. So please do call us, Kelly Brown, and then let us have the details to be able to act. Salman Ousu Aye Mantivan, so please, is the form out? No, please, the forms are not out yet. Pass. Pa Kwesi says, has the recruitment process started? If no, when will it start? I have been applying almost every recruitment year and yet to no avail. Pa Kwesi, do not give up. We will put the advertisement in the daily newspapers, either Daily Graphic or Ghanaian Times, and then also put it out there on our website, so that if you need any information, you can go there and do the needful. Teresa Mensah, thank you for coming out of these issues. Thank you also for staying with us. Teresa Mensah says, how may I get an extinguisher to buy for my house? Please get to the nearest fire station. There are safety officers there and they will be glad to assist you. Skonzi Jr., Harry Agbanyo, Celian Swanscore, Michael Tai Nomo, Ebo Kwansa David, Carl Honoglu Jr. De Ben, and forgive me if I butchered your name, Oluwasion Omotosho, oh, nice one, Ruby Ariodo. They are all joining us and watching us live on Fire Service TV and on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining us. Keep your questions coming. The phone lines are still activated. You can call and let us hear from you. So, sir, what about those who have been accusing us that we say when we are ready, we'll put our information out there, but most of our social media handles are not verified? So in that case, how do they decipher between our official social media accounts and that of the fake ones?
So, because there are a lot of fake accounts in the name of the Ghana National Fire Service, that is how come we've not been able to verify our page. And that is why anytime that we ask you, we say that just type in the search bar at GNFS official, and that will send you straight to our official sites. So don't go and type Ghana National Fire Service. That one may land you at a different site that is fake, a fake page. all that you have to do is go to your search bar, type at, not the word 80, the symbol at, then you add GNFS official. It will send you to our page to be sure that you are where you are supposed to be. So that is how the issue about the verification. We are still working to see how we can verify. We submitted all our documentation and we are waiting. If that one doesn't work, we have state institutions that can come in to help us, and so we'll pursue that as well. So in short, that is what we are doing.
Thank you, sir. I think another way for you to also, especially if you are accessing us on Facebook, is that when you type in at GNFS official, the number of followership, that of ours, the official Facebook account, has over 79,000 followership. So anything less than 79,000, know that you are dealing with the wrong Facebook account of the Ghana National Fire Service. So please take note and then do help us to help you. So, sir, your final words.
Right. In as much as you are looking for a job, that does not mean you should go and throw away your mother or father's money. Now, money is difficult to come by in this country. So, if you are going to pay any money, you don't even need to pay any money, because officially we don't take money. Do not part away with money because you need an employment in the Ghana National Fire Service. The person you are paying to will not be able to support you, and therefore ensure that you go to our website www.gnfs.gov.gh. If we are ready for recruitment, you will see the advertisement there. Then you know that we have started officially. But outside that, do not go to any other platform to fill any form or to go and pay any money. Like I have indicated from the onset, the only money you pay if we should start is 100 or a little over 100. Do not go and pay thousands of cedis to your colleague to just squander it. It will not help you and it will not help the family. It is my hope that we will heed to this advice so that there wouldn't be any complaint of paying monies to the wrong persons. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for joining us on this episode of Fire Service in Focus series. Viewers, as we have all witnessed, this has been an insightful program. What we want to say is that keep your questions, your comments coming. Those of you who will join us later, please do not hesitate to ask us whatever questions. Recruitment fraud is real. Be vigilant. Do not fall a victim. This has been your host, DO3 Desmond Aka. We'll come to you same time. Be safe, stay safe, and help Ghana National Fire Service to help you. Thank you.